So, what I am learning more and more from God, and I need to share this because people need to really understand what this means, is that when you are aligned with God's will for your life, not just your heart's desires, His favor is spectacular. Spectacular. I mean, it is magnificent. And I wanted to share at a moment where I did not know how, what, when, or why. And things are still unfolding behind the scenes. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know how. But I know, like what Mary said in Luke 1:45-48, according to your word, Lord, bless me. When you just know that your God, our Father, is just that good, He is our source. I have been hearing that over and over and over and over and over again. He is our source. Come on, Snipe. Get up there. He is our source. Not just the resource, He is our source. And He utilizes the resources that He gives us to bless us. And what we think is going to be a blessing to us is actually not the blessing that He's wanting to give us. It happens in a different manner, in a different way. You guys, I'm so blessed because He has put me in a position to claim authority. And I've talked about that on my channel before. Like, you got to really speak and claim your spot. Not your spot, but who you are. You are who you are. Not you are who you are. You are who God created you to be. Just like He says, I am who I am. Adrian said, be like, Adrian, who do you think you are? I am who I am. I know who I am. Because in Him, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am astonishing. I am kind. I am good. I am fruitful. I am loving. I am abundant. I am resourceful. I mean, God created us in His image. So why not claim these things of yourself? And to come out of a season where I was allowing life and allowing the enemy to take my voice, y'all, today God said, you know, Adrian, you got to speak. You got to say something. You have to say something. You don't have to defend yourself, but you're going to have to say something. Because if you keep allowing other things and other people to claim authority in your life, you're going to lose what I have for you. And I don't know who this is going to be helpful to, but I'm coming home and I'm just sitting in such awe to say, my God, you are my Father taking care of me. You are taking care of me. Your favor shows up on a day where I thought it was going to be cloudy and it's sunny. Your favor shows up on a day where I thought all hell was going to break loose and heaven is pouring down rain of abundance. I'm just so grateful that I get to share this journey with y'all. And let me tell you, when He shows you have favor with yourself, you have favor with man, and ultimately you have favor with God. Favor with God is when He does the impossible because He is supposed to do what is impossible to us is possible to God. Favor with man, He uses people. Okay, we are craftsmen. We have different hands for different reasons. I've talked about this. What gifts you have, I don't have. What gifts I have, you don't have. But we are all meant to play a role and to be a part of His kingdom, adding that type of value. Come on. Adding that value, and without coming together to really know how we're supposed to help one another, there are people who go out without a blessing at that time that God wanted it. But guess what? There's somebody who is more obedient and more aware to what gifts God has given them, that when it comes time for that person to serve in the way that they know or may not even understand the nudge that they're getting, God is still going to use them in your favor. Not for selfish desires, but to bring His name to glory. And you want to know how you're on track for what God is doing in your life? Because every time somebody asks, how did you do it? Nothing but God. Like, you faithfully and boldly can say, nothing but God. Nothing but God. Not, oh no, I did this, I did that, I did this. No, I don't know how, but I know it was because of the Lord's favor over my life. Over my life. And I love to have this anointing. I love to have this authority. I love this. You guys should love this too. It's such a, and let me tell you, the job ain't done. God still got some ways He's still showing up. And I'm like, oh, okay, that was just the beginning steps. But guess what He wanted me to do? Come up on this camera and say, guess who did it again? The Lord. The Lord. He did it again. Okay, I can't sing, but I can sing a tune. I can sing a tune. And I just love His love because there's different fruits. And I just love His fruit. I love it. I'm understanding more and more what it means to abide in Jesus. He is the branch. I am the vine. He is the tree. I am the vine. I'm the leaf. And I want to be rooted in the most rooted tree and plant that I could ever be a part of. So, God be to glory for whatever he is doing in your life. Because as the story unfolds in my life, and it is grateful because I was in a situation where I didn't know how God was going to show up or how I was going to be able to suffice what was coming in my way. I knew God was going to show up, but I didn't know how. And I think about Mary so much. I understand more about how she was like, but how? She didn't question, but why? She said, but how? Like, how is that going to happen? That don't make sense. And what God says don't make sense to us, it makes sense to him. And I'm just like, Lord, and you know what he does before he gives you blessings? He got to clear out. Authentically, he got to clear out and shift and move things around so that what he's trying to give you is being received in the same way. And I understand how he allowed Satan to get to Job. You can do anything else around him, but don't touch the hair on his head. And watch how he still blesses me. And I love that. I love that. I thought today I was going to get a financial overflow. Nope. I got God's favor. And I'm just as happy. I'm just as happy. I am just as happy. I am ecstatic. I'm like, Lord, what's next? Lord, what's next? He had already lined up the next couple of days. I'm like, okay, what's next? Like, let's see how good this gets with you. Like, I love that prayer. I heard somebody say, I don't know, it was Reverend Ike. And he was like, somebody prayed, Lord, you the banker. You own it all, so why wouldn't you want to bless me? I said, God has humor. Have y'all not seen The Chosen? His perception of Jesus is more pixie, like perfecto. Like he just, the mannerism, the tone, Jesus keep it straightforward. He ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing for you because he needs you to get it. And the Lord has been allowing Jesus to say, nah, Adrian needs to get it. And I get it. And you know what I get? No more idolatry. No more putting people in a place where they do not belong. No more caring about people's opinions. No more not seeing past what I'm seeing past. No more ignoring the red flags. No more overexerting myself. No more playing God in people's lives. No more overstepping my boundaries. No more not keeping my boundaries. Not shifting my priorities. Not living my life for nobody else. Do you know what God would do to dismantle what you thought was your foundation to put him back as your foundation? And I cannot wait to see. And you want to know who's trembling right now? The enemy. Because while you're listening to this, you being set free too. Because there's something that you got going on and you're like, there's something I should be doing and I'm not. Give it to the Lord. Or receive it. You know what I had a hard time doing for a long time? Receiving. Because I thought somebody would come back and snatch it and put it in my face. But guess what God said? I am not like man. Man is sinful because of what happened in the garden. But I am who I am. And I'm like, my God, you are showing me favor. Like, who is I to be a fool? And I claim authority. You know who I've been reading lately? Esther and Ruth. And I'm like, you know what? You hear these women's cries. You see their work. You see their faith. You see their heart. Why wouldn't you do that for me too? When you know who you are and when you know that God loves his daughters, favor, 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 flav in Jesus. He gave me a personality to laugh, okay? You ain't laughing when you're on my channel, baby. You need a sense of humor. Because we just going to keep laughing and giggling. Because that's who he created me to be. So I just wanted to share that today. You have favor with man, self, and God. And if you don't know how favored you are, you'll miss it. You'll miss it. And you get an opportunity to show, like, nah, I think you got this wrong. Like, let me come back and show you who my Lord is, who my God is. Like, let me really show you what this is about. And that is a fantastic feeling. Man, oh man. So, journal today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go buy me a new journal. I am out of I'm going to, okay. I have so many journals from this journey in the last 2 years. Like, it's outrageous. It's outrageous. I think I'm on my fourth one. And that's good. I just bought a new journal early, like 2 months ago, and it's already full. But journal, like I love, that's how you track records, so that when you go back, I used to write index cards. I used to write prayers on index cards, and to look back at those in today's time, I'm like, wow, I was praying over my life. I was prophesying over my life. I was giving so much to God, and He is showing me how much I have grown, and it just shows His favor. But I gotta get back to work. I gotta do what He's asking of me today, because He ain't done showing me favor, and I just gotta do my part. I don't have to earn it, because it's already mine. But He ain't gonna give you what He has for you until you're prepared to receive it, because what He has for you could crush you. So don't be like Jonah, running from your calling. Run to Him. Run to Him. Bye. That's your insight for today.